I have a March garden update. We are 1 week until spring pretty much. It is the 16th. A lot of updates. A lot of things are in flux right now and I just haven't had the time to kind of do my final spring prep. So I'm just gonna give a tour of just the state that we are in right now. So here's just an overview. We got pummeled with rain recently, like the past week, and I am still dealing with the after effects of that, especially my bed that's down here. Yeah, so we have a lot of soil that spilled out into the pathway there. I don't even know where to start. So my raised beds, as you guys know, are going to be the main project coming up. The only thing that's ever, this one has ever had anything in it. And then this one, we've had parsley, we've had basil that didn't last very long. And we also had arugula at one point that also didn't last very long. These here, I had like a mushroom fungus infestation, and oh my gosh, I tried to take them out at one point, and then obviously that wasn't a great idea because the spores got everywhere, and then where there were few then became many, and this is still the last one standing. There was a bunch here, but I see that they have dried out and died. I don't know if that means that the spores have died too. The cilantro was bolting, and which I didn't know that some things you just kind of have to plant and remove, because I don't know, maybe if I hadn't let it bolt, I could have saved it. But as you can see, you know, this extended part here is a little spent, and we're not getting too much new growth anyway. But this one I did want to just let dry out, one because I wanted to get rid of these like fungus, and two because I want to get it ready for the seedlings that I want to transfer into the beds. So my dill, to be fair, I didn't use it that much, but it did look pretty good for a really long time. Still getting new growth, but yeah, like I said, I've kind of neglected this on purpose in order for this to happen, which these have dried out a lot better on this side. I don't know if I'm going to clear out the parsley just yet, but I am going to empty these. So I need to do my best to, or actually I don't know, maybe I will keep the chives because they seem to still be doing okay, honestly. But I definitely am going to get rid of the cilantro and the dill. And I don't know if I should like dump this soil because of the spores or what, because I don't want to go through all the work of transplanting the seedlings and then having the same thing happen. I did add drainage holes in the bottom, which I was hoping would help with the mushroom and fungus accumulation, but yeah, I don't know. Just in general, I feel like I was just doing a little too much with the water. I don't know if I took a video of this when I first got it, but the rain has kind of pummeled this as well. But I got a quince, I don't know, maybe a week and a half ago. Still getting lots of new growth, and there's still some new buds coming. So excited to see how this goes. This is my first flowering tree. It doesn't look too much different than the last update, but yet again, I just am not having the best luck with basil. I had a few seedlings and it looks like they just clocked out. My arugula, I guess, is doing okay. Hopefully the stems that are getting longer and taking on a different shape is what's supposed to happen. And we have some red as well as green shades in there for the leaves. Honesty, oh wow, looks like something different is finally happening. I haven't gotten past this stage with honesty before. I haven't seen whatever that is in the middle coming up before, so hopefully that's a good sign. Surprisingly, the tarragon, which was one of our slowest growers, seems to be doing okay, at least for now. Lots of movement with the aroma. Looks like, you know, all of these have the potential to take. There's also this cell here. My zucchini, we have some that have dried out, but yeah, I don't know, lots of new things happening. Looks like those could turn into blossoms. And yeah, they smell really, like, the leaves are so fragrant when you touch them and then smell your finger. The carrots, I think they're doing okay. Yeah, all of the carrot cells took. And then my yellow onions, they seem to be doing good. Hopefully them going to this length is okay and they're not, you know, getting too leggy. Yeah, this is our tallest zucchini. Yeah, so hoping for some really great things once I transplant them. Here is my red onion. We're getting a little two-leaved sprout. I don't even know what you call it. It's so funny that this one has absolutely nothing happening and this one, same conditions, but only one is growing. I have some pansies that I want to, supposed to start inside, at least per the instructions. So I want to get these cleared out and moved into the raised beds. Alright, so I was kind of putting this off for a while, so I'm hoping that I didn't wait too long to transplant some of my seedlings. Like the arugula, for example, I have a suspicion that they're bolting. But anyway, I wanted to be extra careful when clearing out this bed because the last time I tried to remove that fungus, I could literally see the spores like puffing up in a cloud of smoke and nothing happened to me. I mean, at least not that I can see. I obviously tried not to super inhale it a lot, but this time I just wrapped a little kitchen towel around my mouth. I also added more soil into the bed so that the soil level could be a bit higher. I did that to both beds, and you can see on the other bed that I had different types of mushrooms. These ones I didn't mind because they would pop up, live for a few days, and then they would, I don't know, have their guts blown out into the back of the raised bed, and I figured that, you know, that's probably a good thing. But the fungus little cups, I just couldn't stand. I wanted to get rid of those. These are the zucchini seedlings, and I just wanted to pull out the seedlings and show you guys the root system and how easy it was to push them up out of the little silicone tray that I had. Well, it's a silicone bottom. So here goes nothing. My little helper. Yeah, that's you. I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do the arugula here like it was before. And then I have these Roma, which I did want like trellised up here. So I'm gonna do the Roma here. This gets a lot of sun. And then I'm arugula, Roma, and then I'll do the carrots up here. I don't even know if this bed is appropriate for carrots, but we'll see. So I'm not gonna, what do they call it? When you kill some of the seedlings, I'm just gonna let them fight it out. These ones actually came out really nicely, like out of the pod. This is so much better than those compostable cups I was using. I would suggest these to anyone. These are great. Because the bottom is silicone, you just push it up and then grab the seedling out. It's here. You have dirt on your hands. That's okay. It's one of the arugula ones. I don't know if this is bolting and bad or not, but I'm just gonna put it in. Hopefully you can kind of see. And then here's the root system. Now I'm gonna put these onions. These are yellow onions. And the back beds are actually deeper than the front. So hopefully they're deep enough for these onions and then for carrots. You can really see the root system on this one. So again, I'm not an expert, but some of the sprouts that are coming up, I just try to make sure that each individual one is well supported so that it can, you know, stick straight up as much as possible. I don't know if that will do anything for me, but just seems like the right thing to do. I also have this red onion that I put separately because I ran out of cells on the seed tray. An interesting anecdote, same exact conditions, they were literally side by side the entire time and only one took. So I don't know what that's about. It just doesn't hold together as tightly as the seedlings in the tray did. So I don't even know what to do. I'm just gonna, jeez. These are my favorite too, red onions. But I don't know. They could still do fine, who knows. But let's try to fix that up a bit. So I forgot I also have bunching onions. Why is there a piece of glass? Alright, so it is a bit later in the afternoon, and now I'm hoping I didn't make a mistake by I put the zucchini and the tomatoes there because I thought that this area would be getting the most sun. But this is actually coming in really nicely here. Worst case, I can always swap these, but yeah, here is how it's looking now. Roma tomatoes, which I'll trellis up here. My arugula here. I'm really hoping that this takes because I would love to just make like an arugula salad with a bunch of tomato and my own onions. And then I have yellow onions here, my single red onion. Oh, and then these are bunching onions, these three, and then carrots. And then my parsley, I'm leaving. This was, you know, I didn't start it from seed. I got it at a garden center. But yeah, I don't know. We're getting growth, but it's not getting taller. So I don't know. Maybe now that it's spring, it'll start getting taller again. Yeah, and isn't this funny? So this is actually a carrot with a little zucchini in the middle, and of course this is the only one that's flowering. So, and then, oh, here's another flower. Really small though. What else do I have in here? So I have basil that we did get a sprout at one point, but then they died. And then I also have tarragon, which I don't know what I'm going to do with just yet. And then my honesty, I think I'm going to put in the main flower bed. So I think I'm going to, I really don't want to have a bunch of fungus in here like I did before. So I'm going to water it to make sure just that the water is penetrating to at least where the roots, you know, were from the transplanting. And then I'm just going to leave it for a while and let them marinate in that. I don't want to shock them with overwatering now that they are transplanted. This is my first time doing this. I hope that we get some success. One thing that I was really excited to do for the deck was remove this plastic cover that was on from the previous owners, and I'm hoping that it brings in more sunlight. And then for a container update, speaking of things that aren't really seeing a ton of action, my lavender, she's still looking pretty much the same. I would say the leaves look a little stronger, more fortified, but you know, not a ton of new growth. A couple down there, and then I don't know why this side is not growing. But you guys, the tomato, so we have been through a lot. Like I mentioned before, this was a tomato that I bought at Home Depot last year, and it was full and beautiful and gave me lots of tomatoes last summer. And actually the parts that were here last summer I have broken off because my dogs were peeing on it and it was killing it. And then this was actually started as a little tiny seedling in the middle of all the death by urine, and now look at it. So yeah, we've had some little branches that have been broken off on accident by like a little toddler running around. It looks like we are gonna get some blossom soon, so we might even be seeing tomatoes in the next coming month. And yeah, she's just grown a lot. So just a testament to sticking things out and, you know, your mistakes and learning as you go and happy accidents. The tulips here, nothing yet. Probably need to give these guys a water. Looks like the rain didn't really penetrate them too much. And my fig, we have lots of new leaves here. Some of the old ones are about to leave us, but this is all new. This is new. Some here. These two are new. So I guess she's doing okay. And the quince, some spent blossoms I need to get rid of, but still lots of new buds, some new leaf growth. And obviously I don't want to leave her here in the middle of everything, but that is where she's getting the best sun for now. The ranunculus, so I think I did a video on me setting up the wildflowers, but these are ranunculus that I planted, what, I don't know, February, I don't remember, but they're doing great, I guess. I did sprinkle in some wildflower seeds just to make this, you know, just a little flower extravaganza, and we're already seeing some growth from the seeds that I planted. And yeah, hopefully the ranunculus, these bigger ones, continue to do great, and I can't wait to see this bloom. I'm really excited for this. We're getting lots of new leafage on the fig tree. This is a little tiny fig. I think I showed you guys that lots of orange blossoms opening up. So I don't know, does that mean we'll get an orange this year? No idea, but she's really just exploding in blossoms. Excuse our diapers. And then the lavender, so I had this gate propped up against this side here because we had that big hole, you know, where she was just empty in the middle. So I think that helped a bit. I'm actually gonna put the gate back to do that because I think that really helped like support her. Okay, so update in the front, we have a muscari. How exciting is that? I think they're so cute. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe if we had more sun in this corner, they'd be doing better. And then they also are pretty lifeless here, but that can be because of the sun. I don't think that they need more water. Looks like there might be another one forming. But here is, I forget what I even planted here. Some type of wildflower, poppy. Oh, looks like they got trampled. But they seem to be doing pretty good. Same as this side here. Still getting new ones cropping up too. And then these poppies, last year when I planted these in the little cups, they never got past this stage either. So I don't know, maybe it's a bum pack. But these should be like pretty easy to grow in my area, so I don't know why they're not flourishing. And the oriental poppy, she feels really sturdy. Still not a lot of excitement. The most exciting thing though is I'm finally seeing some tulip action. It's so weird how they I don't think I planted two like this close. I did like one here and one here. But only one flower comes from a single bulb, right? That happened with the hyacinth too. I don't think, unless they got shifted underneath the soil from being watered, I don't know why they're coming so close together. So on this side, they're cropping up. This side, still nothing. Maybe this side's a little dry, so I need to water it. But that's how these came in as well. Like, it was this one alone for the longest time. But yeah, see, I spaced them like this and this. So like when we have something like this one where it looks like there's two. I don't know how that happened. But the wildflowers are cropping up as well, and still getting some new seedlings coming up. So at first I thought my spacing was just really off, but I don't know. Like I can see something there and there as well. I'll probably still toss some more in the back here just to make sure though. And like this one's like the only one on this side. I'm gonna put these honesty in so I can clear out this seed tray, and then we're gonna get I'm probably just gonna toss them back here somewhere, and then I'm going to use this seed tray to start some pansies indoors. And I hope I'm not messing up my climbing rose by not having it trellised right now. So I need to find a trellis, but she's growing pretty well. Hopefully she can get enough sun to where we get lots of blooms, but I don't know. And then my pansies, looks like we're getting some new growth, so that's exciting. But yeah, let's get my honesty in. So I have this double leaf here. These are doing good. I started these last year as well. I can already tell these ones look a lot better than what I attempted last year, so I'm excited. Really hoping to get to see this flower really bloom, and also to see the little seed pods that are translucent and kind of look like silver coins. So hoping to see this to fruition. All right, so I am going to clear these out. I promise you I had some basil in here that looked like they were gonna take, but again, I have killed another round of basil, so I'm just going to, I guess, dump all these because I don't want, I mean, I guess they're already like not gonna happen. Like, why waste the seed starter? Maybe I'll just keep them in there, like who cares, right? But these are the pansies. I'm going to, I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, but they are part shade, so I have lots of options. Yeah, it's just so gorgeous. I fell in love with them after having these. I just wasn't expecting to like pansies so much, so I just want more and more and more. No, there's not that many. And I'm going to use the same seed starter that I used before. So this year is really my test run, I guess, with trying to plant flowers. I'm just kind of being really cavalier with my seedling approach, just mainly because I don't have the time to research every single little thing and every little method to really make, you know, seedlings thrive. So I'm trying it this way to try to learn and see what I can find hands-on, and then maybe next year or later in the year I will try to do, you know, like starting things indoors and using like little makeshift greenhouses and things like that. But for now, this is just my process. All right, so I have my last minute spring flower planting. I just went a little crazy. I wanted to add some more wildflowers to the main flower bed because as they're coming up, I just want to make sure they're not sparse, like that there's not holes. So I got one of these to fill in what I think might be holes for now. And then I also picked up a few part shade perennials. So these Canterbury bells, delphinium, hollyhock, and then bluebonnets, which I had no idea were part shade. I tried these last year, never got past the seedling stage, but I probably started them a little early. I'm sorry, a little late, and it was too hot. And then I also got these, which are perennials as well. And then I got these poppies, which are perennial, just going crazy with the poppies. And I got these because I wanted some flowers with some height. And then I got sweet pea, which are part shade. So yeah, that was my main thing, is to pick up a lot of things that weren't full sun, since I don't have the greatest like direct sun in either planting area. So I'm going to direct sow all of these. All right, so I actually learned that Icelandic poppies, they are more suited to cooler temperatures and actually work really great with ranunculus. So I'm going to pop these into this pot. So I'm just gonna dig little poppy pockets around the pot and just dump them in there. And so these are perennials, so you know, I will be digging up these ranunculus bulbs, or I think they're called something else. I forget what they're called, but I'll be digging those up, you know, after the season so that I can replant them again for next year. So it'll be interesting to see how that will go. That already seems like a garden task that's gonna give me some grief. It's a couple that don't want to come out. Getting my little, what is this? $2.29 worth, 69 cents. I'm just going to toss some seed starter over the top, mainly because I have a lot and I'm not going to be starting a lot of, you know, anything else really from seed. So I don't know how long this will last me. I just don't want it to go to waste. And I'm probably covering them more than you're supposed to for poppy seeds, but I figure it's seed starter, so it's a lot more loose than the soil that's already in here. So hopefully that evens out. Alright, so I had some, God, what is this called? Not sweet pea. But anyway, I had two here. Oh wow, they're feeling really strong now. But I had one in the front as well. And my dogs peed on it. I think I mentioned that 1,000 times. So I had to get rid of it, but this one survived. And it looks like we're finally gonna get some blooms. Everyone has gotten the memo that spring is here. So I think that's what I'm looking at. So these are some part shade seedlings that I have. I'm just gonna toss them here and here. My bluebonnet and then sweet pea. And these are alyssum seedlings that I planted. I might try to, because I really wanted a nice like cover crop, so I might, you know, add in some more later on, but I've been doing so much lately with all these seedlings that I'm kind of getting fatigued. It's always so interesting opening up a seed packet and being surprised at what the seeds look like. Interesting. They look like little peppercorns. Let's see what the bluebonnets look like. Interesting, they look like rocks. Little pebbles. Alright, and then I'm gonna just pop some seed starter over the top. Alright, so I really just want to make sure I have enough coverage in the back here, because some of the wildflowers that I planted, they're starting to sprout, and I don't even know if I hit this area. Oh, it looks like there's a couple, so I don't know. I'm still gonna toss some more back there because I want it to be really full. So I'm gonna toss this back there. These, I'm just gonna, I don't even know, I'm probably gonna mix them in here. I really just want a lot of height right here. And then I don't think these muscari are gonna do the greatest, so that's why I put the honesty here, because these might end up being dug up, but they're so cute. Hopefully we get more. But yeah, I'll probably sprinkle some here in this corner. What's this? It's the only like really long one. Interesting. Yeah, I might toss some here in what I can assume is a hole. So from what I've seen online, this method should be enough for wildflowers, but I'm hoping that a lot of them take and we see a lot of blossoms. And in this area, I am also waiting on some gladiolus bulbs that I ordered, and I will be filling in kind of that space that you see me standing in with gladiolus bulbs, and then a couple of the seed packets that I'll have left over that you'll see at the end of this video. So like I mentioned before, I'm not sure how this mascari is going to do, so I want to fill it in, like surround it with other flowers, you know, just in case they don't all take. I don't know if I should put the delphinium here. Canterbury. So I honestly forgot, I meant to mix these in with that big pack of wildflowers that I put back here. So I might just try to like stick them in there. I don't know, maybe I'll try to put some here in the front. I don't know, I'm just gonna wing it. I think I'm actually gonna wait until the gladiolas come in, and then whenever I'm digging out to make room for those bulbs, I'm gonna just toss these in there. Was everything. I'm pretty much done with an asterisk of with the spring things that I want to do. And for the April update, you guys should actually start to be seeing some blooms, hopefully, maybe a lot of more growth with the veggies. So stick around for next month's update and then some more house updates. Coming up, I'm going to be working on like walking through really fine-tuning my closet and personal style. So if you're interested in that aspect as well, definitely subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.